What if I told you that during my testing, this software recovered 116 out of 120 permanently deleted files, nearly every file from an external hard drive, and even detected over 7,000 files from a formatted USB drive? That sounds impressive, but the real question is whether Stellar Data Recovery Professional can consistently deliver those results when your important files are actually on the line. In this review, I'm putting Stellar Data Recovery Professional through a series of real-world recovery tests to see how it performs in common data loss situations. We'll look at deleted file recovery, formatted USB drive recovery, external hard drive recovery, scan performance, advanced features, and whether it's worth the price in 2026. Before installing the software, let's quickly look at compatibility. Stellar Data Recovery Professional supports Windows 11, Windows 10, Windows 8.1, and Windows 8 on 64-bit systems. The minimum requirement is 4 GB of RAM, although 8 GB is recommended for smoother scanning and recovery operations. The installer is approximately 160 megabytes in size and requires very little storage space after installation. It supports hard drives, SSDs, external hard drives, USB flash drives, memory cards, and popular file systems such as FAT32, XFAT, and NTFS. For most Windows users, compatibility shouldn't be an issue. Getting started is surprisingly simple. I downloaded the installer directly from Stellar's website and launched the setup wizard. The installation process took less than 3 minutes on my Windows 11 system. One thing I immediately appreciated was the clean installation experience. There were no bundled applications, browser extensions, or unnecessary software trying to sneak their way onto my computer. Once installation was complete, the software launched directly into its recovery dashboard. For anyone looking for beginner-friendly data recovery software, Stellar makes a very strong first impression. After purchasing a license, you'll receive an activation key through email. Simply click the activation button, enter the key, and within seconds, all professional features become available. I also appreciate that Stellar allows users to test the software before purchasing. The free version lets you scan drives, preview recoverable files. This allows you to verify whether your files are recoverable before spending any money, which is something every data recovery company should offer. Now let's talk about how the software actually works. The entire recovery process follows 3 simple steps. First, choose the type of data you want to recover. You can select Office documents, emails, audio files, photos, videos, or simply choose all data to scan everything. Next, select the location where your files were lost. Finally, run the scan and review the results. Behind the scenes, Stellar searches your storage device for deleted file records. Quick Scan is designed for recently deleted files and delivers results very quickly. Deep Scan performs a much more thorough sector-by-sector analysis of the drive. This mode is particularly useful for recovering formatted drives, damaged storage devices, and older deleted files. One of Stellar's biggest strengths is its user interface. Many recovery tools can feel intimidating, especially if you've never used data recovery software before. Stellar takes a much cleaner approach. Everything is organized logically and easy to understand. You can quickly choose recovery categories such as documents, emails, audio files, photos, videos, or scan everything at once. Storage devices are also displayed clearly, including internal drives, SSDs, USB drives, and specific folders. The interface strikes a nice balance between simplicity and functionality. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced user, navigating through the software feels effortless. Compared to older versions, the latest release introduces several useful improvements. Users can now choose between light, dark, and vibrant themes. The interface has been redesigned and feels more modern than before. Another welcome addition is the ability to pause and resume scans, which is particularly useful when running deep scans on larger storage devices. I also found the live preview feature surprisingly useful. Instead of waiting for a lengthy scan to complete, you can start previewing recoverable files while the scan is still in progress. These improvements make the software feel more polished and user-friendly. For advanced users, Stellar includes several recovery tools that go beyond basic file recovery. One of those is add custom file types. Normally, Stellar recognizes hundreds of popular file formats. However, if you're using specialized software that creates unique file formats, you can manually add those formats and improve your chances of recovery. For example, video editing project files such as .prproj or .veg files can be added manually if needed. To use Here's this feature. Open Stellar Data Recovery Professional. Click Settings. Select Add File Type. Enter the file extension. Save the custom file type. Run a deep scan. Another useful feature is disk imaging. This allows you to create an exact copy of a drive or partition and save it as an image file. Instead of repeatedly scanning a failing drive, you can perform recovery operations using the image file. Simply connect the affected drive to your PC. Open Stellar Data Recovery Professional. Click Create Image. Select the drive or partition. Choose a location to save the disk image. Wait for the imaging process to complete. Load the image into Stellar for recovery. This data recovery tool also allows you to save scan results. This becomes extremely useful when performing deep scans on large drives that may take hours to complete. You can save the scan information and load it later. Finally, closely related to the previous feature is Resume Previous Scan feature. If you finish scanning today but want to continue recovery tomorrow, you can simply load your saved scan information and continue where you left off. Open Stellar. Click Resume Recovery. Choose your previously saved scan file. Continue browsing and recovering files. After exploring the features, it was time to test the performance of the Stellar Data Recovery Professional. For benchmarking, I used a 500 GB SSD with approximately 300 GB of used storage. The quick scan completed in just 2 minutes. The deep scan took 42 minutes. A deep scan on an external hard drive required 37 minutes, while a deep scan on a USB drive took approximately 11 minutes. Quick scan was impressively fast. Deep scan is noticeably slower, but it consistently recovered more files. The trade-off is simple. More scanning time generally means deeper recovery. Now let's move on to the real-world recovery tests. For the first test, I permanently deleted a folder containing photos and videos and then emptied the recycle bin. Out of 120 deleted files, Stellar Data Recovery detected 118 and successfully recovered 116. That translates to a recovery success rate of approximately 96%. More importantly, the recovered files opened normally and showed no signs of corruption. Recovering the files was simple. I selected the files, clicked Recover, chose a destination folder, and started the recovery process. For accidental file deletion, Stellar performed exceptionally well. Next, I tested recovery from a specific location. I deleted files from a voice notes folder stored on my desktop and instructed Stellar to scan only that folder rather than the entire drive. Out of 50 deleted files, 49 were successfully recovered. Quick scan completed almost instantly, while deep scan required approximately 3 minutes. This feature is particularly useful when you know exactly where your files were stored. For the third test, I connected an external hard drive and deleted multiple folders containing photos, videos, and documents. The software detected the drive immediately. Out of 200 deleted files, 191 were successfully recovered. That's a recovery rate of approximately 95%. If you're looking for reliable hard drive recovery software, Stellar delivers strong results here as well. The most interesting test involved a formatted USB drive. I formatted a USB flash drive containing photos, videos, PDF files, and Office documents. The quick scan was completed in just 2 minutes. The deep scan required roughly 40 minutes and scanned more than 60 million sectors. Before formatting, the drive contained 7,395 files. Stellar successfully detected all 7,395 files during recovery. While some original file names were missing, the actual file content remained intact. For users searching for USB data recovery software or a solution to recover a formatted USB drive, these results were genuinely impressive. I also tested Stellar Data Recovery Professional's preview functionality. The software successfully previewed JPG images, PNG images, PDF documents, DOCX files, MP4 videos, and audio files before recovery. This may seem like a small feature, but it's incredibly useful because it allows you to verify that a file is actually recoverable before spending time saving it. A question many viewers ask is whether Stellar Data Recovery Professional is better than Disk Drill or EaseUS Data Recovery Wizard. After testing all three, here's my takeaway. Disk Drill generally offers faster scanning speeds and a more modern visual design. EaseUS provides a wider selection of advanced recovery tools and customization options. However, Stellar delivers one of the most beginner-friendly recovery experiences available today. Compared to EaseUS, the interface feels cleaner and less intimidating. Compared to Disk Drill, the recovery process feels more guided and easier for first-time users. If you're looking for a simple and reliable way to recover deleted photos, videos, documents, or perform USB data recovery, Stellar is arguably the easiest option to use. Let's talk briefly about pricing. Stellar Data Recovery Professional sits in the mid to premium segment segment of the data recovery software market. It's certainly not the cheapest recovery software available. However, you're paying for reliable recovery performance, a user-friendly interface, advanced recovery tools, bootable recovery media support, and ongoing updates. For casual users, the price may feel a little high, but if the software helps recover critical business documents, family photos, or important work files, it can easily justify its cost. Of course, no software is perfect. Deep scan can be quite slow on large storage devices. Recovery success still depends heavily on whether deleted files have been overwritten. The free version has recovery limitations, and advanced forensic capabilities aren't as extensive as those found in enterprise-level recovery solutions. Fortunately, none of these limitations significantly impacted my overall data recovery experience during testing. After extensive testing, I can confidently say that Stellar Data Recovery Professional lives up to its reputation. Its biggest strengths are excellent recovery rates, a clean and intuitive interface, outstanding formatted drive recovery performance, reliable external drive recovery, and an overall beginner-friendly experience. Its biggest weaknesses are slower deep scans and premium pricing. If your goal is to recover deleted files, restore formatted USB drives, recover lost photos and videos, or perform hard drive recovery without dealing with complicated technical tools, Stellar Data Recovery Professional is one of the best data recovery software options currently available. My final rating is 9 out of 10. It's a reliable, user-friendly, and highly capable recovery solution that successfully balances simplicity with strong recovery performance. And that brings us to the end of this review. Have you ever used Stellar Data Recovery Professional, Disk Drill, EaseUS, or any other recovery software? Let me know your experience in the comments below. If you found this review helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Data Recovery Advisor, and turn on notifications for more data recovery software reviews, recovery tutorials, and recovery software comparisons. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.